Thank you. Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome to TLE. As every week, we start by focusing our energy first of all, before we dig deeper into the study. So, if you wish, if you want, you can just uncross your legs and hands. If you wish to close your eyes, just to relax for a few seconds. It's not a meditation; it's just to bring ourselves back from all of the energies of the day, of the week. Take a deep breath to lower belly. Inhale and hold. Exhale. Just breathe in a circuit way. The intention is to bring ourselves to the here, to the now, to focus our energy for this connection to Tree of Life, to click and to receive a message that will support each one of us in his spiritual journey. While you keep meditating, I'm going to read the verse from the Tree of Life to elevate our consciousness and to connect us with the energy of Tree of Life. לפני הצמצום היה אינסוף ממלא כל המציאות. דע, כי טרם שנאצלו הנאצלים ונבראו הנבראים, היה אור אלוהים פשוט ממלא כל המציאות, ולא היה שום מקום פנוי בבחינת אוויר ריקני וחלל, אלא היה הכל ממולא מן אור אינסוף פשוט ההוא, ולא היה לו לא בחינת ראש ולא בחינת סוף, אלא הכל היה אור א' פשוט, שווה בהשוואה א', והוא נקרא אור אינסוף. Let's take another deep breath on our belly. Open our eyes. So today I would like to start first with the Rav, and then we continue from where we stopped last week, because the Rav says something very powerful.
I know this, they still treat everything that is observable as the initial, the essential aspect of what is being felt. It's consciousness. There is nothing more than consciousness. Some scientists who are brave enough make that statement. No, nothing. No table. No chair. If you don't say it too loudly because the fellow in the street says, there's no table. What do I eat on? He says there's no chair. What do I sit on? We have to assume that what's real is the chair, what's real is but it's not. It's not. It's not. It's something else that governs this chair. The 99% of the chair. Oh, that's true also, isn't it? So how could we say the chair is a chair because I see the chair? When we're saying 99% of this chair is something I don't see. It's not even logical to say that I see a chair because I observe the 1%. What about the 99%? Therefore, the Zohar makes that statement that some might say, is too dramatic. They control physical matter. They turn this chair into a table. They could turn this chair into a table. They could turn this table into a rod, into a lamp. How could they do something like that? And not be an illusion or not be make-believe. So says no. And until we come to that realization, although we're coming to it little by little, until we come to that realization, we are not completely connected to our 99%. We are not. And if you're not connected to the 99%, then you're not connected to the all-embracing reality where there's only good, no illusions. On the contrary, we live in the illusion. 1% is an illusion. So when he's discussing again, akudim, uvrudim, ikudim, I mean, if I don't know these things, I mean, I won't be able to have breakfast today. The answer is, soon we won't be able to have breakfast. the food will be of such a nature that what will have to happen, one of two things: either we starve to death, or we turn that food, the contaminated food, into real food. We will be the only ones who will be able to do that. In fact, according to the Zohar, only mankind can accomplish something like that. That's what's going to be left. Will there be any doubt that everyone will study Kabbalah at that point? Of course, if it's a choice of having food or starving to death, I mean, even Kabbalah will be good enough, right? If that'll be the only way. But that that's where we're headed for. So the question is, we try to avoid many of the things that come up in the illusionary world, and there's only one way, according to the Zohar, and that is when we take control, consciously or unconsciously. Who cares? I mean, if I do the Anabakor and I don't see all of the manifestations, because they are not manifestations that the eye can detect. Ask the scientist. Can his eye see the atom? He says no. Does he know it exists? He says yes. Doesn't bother him that he can't see it, so he tries to use accelerators and smashes and whatever else to try to bring to the forefront so he could see it. But we don't care if we don't see it. If it works, then it works. If I can change poisonous food, contaminated food, into healthy food by doing it on a bakol as an example, now say, but how could it be? We're learning how it could be. The question is, why isn't it so? If 99% is not subject to contamination, it's only the physical aspect that's subject to contamination. Because even after contamination, what they will tell you is, there's an attachment of strains of foreign matter, but the essential stuff is the same. The water didn't change. What's the problem with the water? What's the problem with the air? The air remained as it always was. It has additions. The additions is the problem, not that water has been changed by these pollutants. When we drink the water, we're taking in other foreign matters. That's the problem. Now, if I can convert that foreign matter, convert it. Because, well, how did the foreign matter come about in the first place? You have to remember. We made it. We made it by a little lashon hara, a little stealing, a little killing, a little hurting. Yes, everything that's bad is man. Everything that's good is also man. So if we forget these things, then we have lost part of that awareness. And if we lost part of that awareness, according to the Zohar, if you don't know, you haven't made connection.
Okay, so we stop here. And we can start. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what the Rav just told us. I think we watched it I think maybe this is the third time we're watching that part. But as I say last week, I would like to start with this part just to connect in a little bit more serious way to that matter of what the Rav mentioned in here. Oh, it changed? Okay. Yeah, sorry, the cameraman didn't come today, so we just need to lift it up. Yeah, now it's good?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Perfect, thank you. So, we good? Thank you. So as the Rav mentioned, as we said many times in Kabbalah, everything is consciousness, right? Now, many times in life, we want to have our personal redemption. And of course, there is the private redemption, there is the global redemption, right? And a lot of people that are in spirituality, also us, we want to have redemption. We want to have Messiah, we want to have redemption, we want to have mercy, right? We don't want to have good results. But if we look into our consciousness and things that we are doing, we mentioned a few times that each one of us, we in charge of a lot of other people that we don't even know, and we're affecting them. Now there are people that are affecting us. So this is how this works. Because as Rav was saying, we are actually responsible for each other. It's called Arevim Ze Laze. In the book of Matan Torah, Wisdom of Truth, he explained that. So if everything is consciousness, as the Rav saying, and the Rav says, so what is the problem with nature? What is the problem with the water, with the air, with all of those things that, with the food? There are additions, right? And where are the additions coming from? If we go back to creation, so everything being created, but we have free will, right? There is the light, there is the darkness. We know that the dark side doesn't have light by itself. How the dark side receives the light, how it receives the energy to create, let's say, damages, is because we take in good light and we give it to the opponent. Now he can use it against us. That's how it's work, right? I don't know if you remember that Kabbalah 1? We studied Kabbalah 1. That's what we call it in Kabbalah. It's called Avera. Avera, like short circuit, called Avera. What's the Avera? It's like we take in the energy and we giving it to the opponent. So when you use the Hebrew letters, each word have a meaning in a spiritual way, So just, he did a short circuit. No, we did Avera. It mean, what does it mean? I download the light of the Creator, the blessings, and I give it to the opponent. So we become to be like channels of the opponent, right? Now we start to create what? Additions. Or you can call it extras, right? So let's try to a little bit, not even a lot, to dig deeper a little bit into our life and to see, where in my life I have extras. Because if I'm in charge because we are kind of, the Zohar says that each one of us, we are a microcosmos. We represent in the entire world. So whatever I'm doing with my world, affecting the world. If I believe, I don't believe, I want, I don't want, doesn't matter. Nobody asking us. Whatever we're doing, affecting the world. Because we're affecting the scales. There is a scale, Rav explained, in the world. Anything that we are doing, good or bad, affecting the scale of the world.
Wasn't it Rav Ashlik predicted that it's going to be a world war in Germany through the same thing in some 2,000 years ago? Was it similar, or I'm not getting that correctly?
He says there is a black cloud around, and he offered them to live, and many didn't want to live. Right. Yes. So the thing is that if consciousness affecting the world, from my point of view, I don't want to create more additions. Right? We hear it today, there's pollution, the water is not good, the food is not good, the air is not good, the ozone layer, there are different things happen right around us. From one end we said, listen, we hope that it's nothing going to happen, right? We hope. But the Rav is talking here not about hope. Hope it means like I'm doing nothing, and I hope something will change. Okay, hope is a very strong energy, but when I'm saying I hope that something will change, it means I'm doing my best that I can, and I hope it will change. So that will give me strength. But if I'm not really giving everything and I'm hoping, it's just like the opponent telling me, you're good, don't worry. One day something will happen, the light, this, don't worry, it will be okay. You see, everything is good, nothing happened, The same way in the in Garden of Eden, eat from the tree of life, and you're not going to die. Remember the story? Simple, in a simple way. But what the opponent didn't tell Eve, when. And that's what the Kabbalah is saying, when. So when the opponent telling us it's okay to do what you do or what we're not doing, he doesn't show us the result of our actions. And in our life, we have many additions that helps to all of whatever, because, okay, let's go a little bit backward. This world, right, let's say it's around, okay, and it's a closed energy. There is the same amount of energy in this world. We're just sharing the energy all together. I have more, you have less, one day you have more, I have less, so the energy travels. Energy never ever disappeared. So if I don't see it in a physical way, it didn't disappear, the energy. The energy now went to a different place. The physicality is gone, but the energy stays, okay? So it means, if the energy in the world is always kind of, the same energy, just what happened to that energy? How come suddenly there is more chaos, there is more negativity? We're covering the layers of the energies. We're just covering it. And it's not to be like, imagine like you have a salad, right? So the salad at the beginning was amazing greens and whatever you like and everything like that. And suddenly, slowly, you add in like dust into the salad. So at the beginning you taste, it's edible. And more, and like, it's like bitter, yeah, more and more. So what's happened? But the core is there. But now it's not to be bitter. It means like there is so much like, soil or dust inside we can't even eat it, right? That's what's happening in the world today. As a Kabbalah student, the more I'm purifying my consciousness, it means, what does it mean to purify my consciousness? I need to make sure I'm not creating additions. I don't have extras. Now let's have some examples of extras, right? One of the things in Pirkei Avot, something very powerful, as the Rav mentioned here, right? The Rav mentioned Lashon Hara, mentioned the power of speech. One of the things in Pirkei Avot, it says that if someone is asking you something, you should say, if you don't know, you should say, I don't know. And if you don't, you should answer exactly to what you've been asked. Simple, right? No. Because we're not really doing it. Imagine if just that thing we will do, imagine the whole humanity will just use that tool. Just what we say? To work in the sun, to give now $1 million every day, right? What do we say? Just that rule. Imagine what will happen to the world. Imagine how many words extra we put into the cosmos every day that covers and create layers on the blessings we're supposed to receive.
Wow.
The whole humanity, not just us. I'm talking about humanity, right? So imagine us as a spiritual people, we need to know already, because the thing is, when somebody asking us something, especially about Kabbalah, or we want to give, because we feel like, oh wow, he's open, right? Let me just share with him. Just a second, do I know what is the best to share with the person right now? Do really I know what he needs right now? Or I'm coming from what I want to share with him about Kabbalah? That's the first question I need to ask myself. Because I want to have guidance. What are you supposed to tell to this person? How do I know how to help him? Or to connect him, first of all? How do I know how many words I should use? Right? Which type of terms? Which type of stories? Maybe it's too much, maybe it's less. I don't know, right? It's a positive doubt, what I'm telling you. It's not like negative, because most of the time we overwhelming the person without even, because for us we feel I said nothing. What Jesus said? Yeah, but you maybe 5 years or 4 years or 1 year or 10 years or 20 years, You know it by heart. You sleep, wake up. It's in your system already. You earn it. For the guy, he's like, poor guy. he just came to introduction lecture, or you saw him in the gas station, or he's in line with you in the supermarket, and you suddenly throw at him like bombs of fire. You know, it says that the words of Torah, fire come from our mouth.
It makes you feel uncomfortable.
Fire comes from our mouth, and we don't realize it's fire. So first of all, you know, I might, not just in my Kabbalah, it can be even my boss asking me a question. It can be my wife, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my neighbor. It doesn't matter. Somebody asking us in the street a question, and I don't know, and I'm continue answering him and talking to him, but he asks you yes or no question. So say yes or no. You know or you don't know. That's it. No, but my ego. How can I say I don't know? Listen, I read an article and I start to, oh my God. I waste my time, I waste his time, and I say words that I shouldn't say right now. Just that, if you can try for 1 week to do that, try. Try to restrict and do for 1 week. You see how you're going to feel. Satan will tell you, sorry for my language, but Rabbi Shimon said in the Zohar, you know, are you stupid? What do you mean you don't answer? What do you mean you don't know? Just tell him this. Show him what you know, not what you don't know. You think from the point of the light, you know, they care like to show our ego. So but even what we know doesn't belong really to us. We just using the knowledge and the energy to do our correction. Yes, you knew that or no? You know that, no? Everything actually we have, we borrowing from the light. All of the knowledge. You have the most perfect IQ and the highest IQ. You can be the best business person in the world. It's all, we borrow this energy to use it for a correction. It means to do something good with it also. So the thing is, if we can just try to answer just for that. If I don't know, I don't know. If I know, pick your words. Don't put extra. Answer exactly what you've been asked. You see, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable power. Because you just say something and you know, I will tell you a story. Not because to talk about myself, just a miracle that happened, you know. Back in the days, many years ago, you know, it was the time that they announced that from Israel they started to ask for students to come to America, right? And I don't know if you know, you don't know, but for Israeli to come to United States, now it's like, back then also it was a lot, but it was around 3 shekel, but it's like 3.6 now, 3.7 a dollar. Just to imagine how much you need to earn so it's more than triple, right? To come here. So if it costs, if you pay, let's say, 2,000 for an airfare to go to Israel, right? So Israeli to pay maybe, it's more like maybe 8,000 or 9,000, right? For him to work. He doesn't earn dollars, he earns shekel. So it's a lot, it's like more than triple to come here. This is just the airfare. What about the hotel, the renting a car, food in between? Like it's a whole, like it's a lot of effort and money. So, okay, then so you know, we start to come, make the effort, we feel the energy, so we want to come more. But you know, you don't finish to pay the last year, and the next year is coming already, like coming fast, you know. So it was one of those days, right? And this is what I learned Kabbalah. First of all, our teacher, you know, he told us in the classes, if you want something and you ask him from the light, ask all the way. Don't limit yourself. I said, okay, that's good. And he says, and if you know, ask the same thing I'm telling you, what we study. If you ask for, you're talking with someone, you ask for something, so you should ask and shut up. That's it. Don't add extras. That's it. Ask the question, Because usually we ask the question and we come with, listen, but I need it for this and for that. You need to understand my wife, my neighbor. Who cares? You think this guy cares about all of your story right now? At the end he will tell you, I'm sorry, I can't help you. You put so much things in his head, he don't remember even what you asked for. So I said, okay, so I took that study, and I have that time that the bank sent me, those letters, red letters that you need to come and to fix your account. And I said, okay, it's fine. But it was about Rosh Hashanah to come. And I said, it's nice. Second time he sent me the letter, I said, okay. But you know what? Light, if I need to be with my teacher, Rav, show me how to do it. So I went to the bank, and I took with me Ein Resh Yud. I took the Zohar, and I'm in the line, and I have a ticket. I'm reading the Zohar. I said, Rabbi Shimon, if I need to be there, you decide. It's not that guy. He's just a channel. You decide. I already went to the airfare, and I didn't book, but they reserved me like a ticket already. It's next to the bank, and I went, and I came to the guy. He's putting my name in the system. Oh yeah, we send you letters, blah 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 blah. Whatever he said, what he want to say, I'm saying nothing. I look at him. I put the Ein Resh Yud on the table, and I look at him. When he stopped talking, I told him, I need to go to. This is what I told him. I need to go to my teacher, my Rav, in the United States, and I need this amount of money. That's it. I shut up. And I'm saying, I'm putting my hand and said, Rabbi Shimon, you decided. I said nothing. Now it sounds crazy, The guy told me I need to pay whatever money for my account, and I asked him for a lot of money. Because why? My teacher told us, ask for everything, right? So I said, I'm not going for 3 days to America. That doesn't make sense. You know how much money it costs? I'm going 2 weeks. I'm going before. I'm going to, to trip. I want to see America. I want to see what's going on. So I need more money. And I shut up. The guy, suddenly the guy, I don't understand what's happened to him. He didn't know what to do with himself. He said to move in the chair, to talking to himself. I said nothing, zero. He's talking, nothing. I'm just sitting. He stand up, he start to walk. I'm like, what's going on with this guy? He stand up, walk, coming back, there, open the computer. He's doing these things like weird stuff. And then the guy come and tell me, okay, I will help you. I said, okay. And I'm saying still nothing. But he told me, listen, but to process all the papers for what you ask, it taken like around 3 days just to get the approval and to sign, and then you should come. I told him, so I said again, so there is a ticket, the place. I told him, there is a ticket that's waiting for me. I need to leave here to go to pay, that they will send me the ticket. He's like, So then I shut up again. And the certainty is on the table. So the guy told me, you know what? He went back, bless you. He went back, come back with the papers, bunch of papers. So this is what he told me. Crazy story. I left the bank. I didn't believe that would happen. He told me, okay, don't worry. He told me, I'm going to be in charge for the papers. You just sign here and here. When we finish, I will be in charge of 3 days. Everything will be fixed. I called the cashier. It was cashier over there. Go to her and she will give you the money cash. This is what's happened. So I said whatever he told me. I stood up. I went to the cashier. So the guy called her. She counted the money. She gave me the money. I went to pay for the ticket, and then I went to the Rav. That's what the Rav saying. No extras. No extras. You think it was me? No, for sure it's not me. What I did, I just followed the rules. I asked the light, if I need to be there, show me how to do it. I came to the bank. I owed them money, so now it doesn't make sense. He will give me money. I don't know. I asked, shut my mouth, no excuse, nothing. I need to be with the Rav. That's it. So the thing is, in life, we think when we involved our 1% reasonable mind, what do you think will happen? We put extras, we doesn't let the light to reveal into the vessel right now. You understand? Into what I suppose or not suppose. Because why? We think it's us. We think, listen, I have knowledge from Kabbalah, from the books. I can talk it out, I can say this, No, that's not, it doesn't work like that. In the time, when we read the Torah on Shabbat, yes? Why are we saying, shh, shh, Shabbat Shalom, shh, shh? Why, when we are police officers? What's the point? Well, you think this is my club? Like, shake it, shush. Well, what's the point? We come in here to connect, yes? And the Rav explained what's going on. Because the thing is, the Rav also, once in Israel, he kind of give us, all the students who was there, a little bit on the head, because in a way of study. Because what's happening? When we read, not just the Torah, even when you pray, the Torah, if you look at the Torah, right, there is the black letters, black lines, and there is white lines, right? In between, this is where the light being revealed. So when we read, we make the connection, and then the light revealed to this world, right? So now, when you finish reading, now you finish to make the connection, now you're actually revealing, now the light is coming. You're revealing the light. Because first you read, you connect. When you're done, after the blessing, the person that goes to the Torah, he represents all of us. When a person goes to the Torah, it's not like him going to the Torah. So what we do? So let's go home. Let's go outside and wait till he finished. And hopefully one day they will call me to the Torah. No, he represents all of us. We need to meditate on the person that goes to the Torah, that he will be safe. And he can be a good channel for all of us, that nothing will happen to him. We don't even understand, like the Rav says, we don't see how the energy works. And sometimes we can go with ego. No, I need to pray not to have ego. I need to pray not to have ego when I'm going to the Torah. Huh?
You need to clear your mind from all
Purified, and like you remember when the Kohen used to go to the Bet HaMikdash? When I studied it, many years ago, I was afraid. I was running away not to go to Torah. I didn't want to go to Torah. Because I'm not sure I'm ready. I don't know. It's a big responsibility. I didn't want to go. Because it's a big responsibility. I was afraid. I'm not kidding with you. How do I know if I'm good channel for that even? When I was a student? No. People are like, why not me? I don't know, I don't want, it's okay. I really didn't, because I said, I'm not sure I'm ready to take responsibility to draw the light to all of the community and for the world. It's like, what?
But it is a great responsibility.
Yes, but the thing is, we need to have positive fear. So what's happened? So the guy go there, he represents all of us. Right now, the energy comes through him. When he making the blessings, now it's the white part. Now we're supposed to do what? To receive now all the energy, right? What usually we doing?
Talking.
Missing the opportunity. Pam, 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 pam. So what does it mean? I bring with me, we're not supposed to, somehow, the consciousness of the 1%. Even though in Shabbat we elevate in ourselves, right? So what's happened now? In Shabbat we're doing what? Extras. Additions in Shabbat. But what is Shabbat? Shabbat fit in the entire weekdays. So if it's far hard for me to do it in Shabbat, what do you think will happen during the weekdays? I will do the same and even more. Because I don't have the power to fight more. I don't think even it's not good. So I might put more words that I'm not supposed to say. I might speak Lashon Hara without even knowing. I might judge other people. Now this is just the speech. Not to talk about food, not to talk about sleeping, not to talk about other stuff that we are doing extras. So any additions that we actually using, it does something to the cosmos. Because why? Because remember, if the energy is the same energy, and we taking energy and wasting this energy, and then we praying and wishing more mercy in the world, more light, more blessings. Yeah, but what are you doing? We're wasting energies. So what are we doing? If we abusing the system, it doesn't make sense of things we're asking for, and still we could keep abusing. So imagine a person eat all day long, whatever, junk food, and he praying to lose weight.
Right.
Yes? Whatever thing, fat, whatever, he's doing hamburgers and pizzas and just the junk food all day long. And he's just growing. But you keep praying and growing, praying and growing. What's going on? Right? So it's funny, but this actually sometimes this is what we're doing. We praying for the life of something, and we don't think, because we think, you know what? One day it might. Now, sometimes it works. Why? Why sometimes it works? Because if my good deeds are more than the additions, so I can see it's more than the judgment. So as I can see result, and this is how the opponent tricks us sometimes. Sometimes we he wants us also to to feel like we're earning, right? That we have, if not, we're working for him most of the time. We think we work for the light, right? No, come on. We can illusionary ourselves, right? We believe. The Rav says, if I don't feel the opponent, pulling my leg every morning, I got to get scared because I know he already controlled me, right? So the snooze, now it's the snooze, all of those things, right? So the thing is, we want to start to pay attention because we are, what the Rav says, good, it's human beings, bad, it's human beings. Now, human beings not like people out there, outside of this classroom. No, we. Because if I choose to be a spiritual person, it means I'm taking responsibility to change myself. So first, if I don't want to, again, we can open it more and more and more, but if I will stop to again, it's hard to stop, but if I will reduce the additions, even with my speech, what will happen to our mind? Suddenly here will be more clear. I don't know, I'm not afraid anymore if somebody asks me a question, what I'm going to say. Just answer what he asks you. If you don't know, even your boss. I'm sorry, no, I don't know. What are you going to do to you? What, he fire you? What, you don't know. What he's going to do? So if you're going to mumble, he's not going to fire you. He will know you don't know because you're mumbling, And many times we don't know something and we're talking, just show that we don't know. Because if you just say the answer, no? This is what, this is a blue or green. Now if I give a lecture about the white, I don't know what is blue and green. Just say, yeah, no, it's white, right? That's what's happened to us. And this is coming from the other side, not from the light. The other side, because it's empty space, he created those empty spaces in our mind. This is why he let us to feel all the time that I'm not good enough, I don't have, what people think about me, I'm stupid, I'm smart, I'm this, all the time, like all of those like equations in our brain. And then we're choosing whatever to do. No. Full certainty, as Rav is saying, full certainty is that. Say or ask, and that's zip it. That's it. Zip it. Let the light to come in. How the light, it's funny. Sometimes I have people coming to me, and they ask me a question, but doesn't let me to answer. Do you know those people that asking a question, and doesn't let you answer? So they ask me a question, I'm listening, I'm trying to answer, and they continue talking. So you can answer, because there's no vessel to put. And Karen said many times, people doesn't have questions. People have answers. So what does it mean? If you're asking a question, just zip it and wait for the answer. But if you not zip it, it means you have the answer and you just want to ask the question and make sure that whoever is then answering the same way that you have the answer, or whatever that thing. We have answers, we don't have questions. Question, it's called she'elah. It's to borrow. It's called to borrow. She'elah, lish'ol, to borrow. It means I'm borrowing a vessel to know something I don't know. So I mean I need to have the vessel to have the answer. Because if I don't have a vessel, how can I have an answer? If I will tell you now, no. Did you ask me something? So no about what you're going to tell me? Michael, no about what? Right? So I mean you didn't have a question. When I have a question, now there is a vessel that somebody is supposed to fulfill it. You can, after the fulfillment, you can take it or leave it. Right? And this is why many times it's not just we're not answering directly, we overflow the vessel of other people. And sometimes people overflow our vessel. Many times we're asking someone a question, yes or no, and now 15 minutes is like talking to us, and like, we don't feel listen, man, I need to go, like it's late. And he still want to talk, right? So why it's happened to us also? Because we do it to other people. We're wasting their time, they're wasting our time. Also with food. With food. There's a lot of things that we have in as an addition, as an extra. We don't need it. I'm sure if you check yourself, the past, today, tomorrow, you will see like there is a lot of things as addition we don't need. Every time you woke up of the meal and you feel like, oh, I'm so full, right? You have few additions. We're not supposed to feel like that. We're supposed to feel good after we finish eating. Imagine your car, you put gasoline in the car and said, oh, David, I'm so full, I can't drive right now. Listen, can you park here? I need to rest a little bit. Come on, I have a meeting, let's go. Right? I can. Or back in the days, the horse. He is and says, I need to rest. Right? It's funny, but this is actually how we behave. And the funny thing we say, oh, I'm so full, next time I'm not going to do it. And then dinner comes and do it again. And so always we do it. So it means we're not learning from mistakes. When we feel that energy, we feel like, I'm not going to do it anymore to myself. How can I do it? But then suddenly you empty again. Oh, we do it again. That's happened to us in all of the areas. Also in relationships. Man, woman, boss, neighbors, whatever. You know how many times we say a word extra than what we should say. And what's happened? A fight now. And he said, oh, I didn't mean to say even this word. I don't know how he came into my mouth even. Why? Because we mumbled too much words. So Satan, what he did? He add another addition. Because let's see what will happen now. Let's see. He sit with his champagne and some strawberries, right, and whipped cream, and he just put in like words in our mouths. And now you find ourselves arguing. And what we saying? Oh, I didn't mean to say that. Okay, but you say that. What do you mean you didn't mean? What do you mean? Right? So we know all of those additions, what they have said. All of those additions not just hurting ourselves. The energy is one. It's like the body parts. When something happens, it will go to the weak body, to the weak body part. This is why each person have in different places, whatever those additions. So the cosmos, the world, it says like the world is like the body person, like the body parts. So every time we have additions, it will go to different country, different place, the nature, different things, the trees, to the birds, to the ocean. It will go to and hurt different things. So by all of those years of all of those additions or extras, look what's going on in the world right now. Okay? And this is what the Rav said. The Rav said, soon, and this is like many years ago, right? And now we're facing almost that point of like, there's no really good food almost, to eat, right? Or water to drink. The Rav said like many years, even before I saw this video, when I started Kabbalah, the Rav used to say, right? The Rav said that. Why the Kabbalists, they see for the future. And why is that? It says, Sof ma'aseh machshavat chila. If you see how we behave now, you can know what will happen in the future. Simple. If you want to know what will happen to you, what we say, where you want to see yourself in 5 years? You remember those exercise that you need to plan in your business, in your life? Where you want to see yourself in 5 years? So always, I want to do this, I want to have money, I want to do this, right? But okay, this is where I want to see myself in 5 years. But the way I behave today, if I will continue, I'm going to have those results. You know how many 5 years before, or 1 year, we say what we want and wish ourselves to have the next year? You know how many Rosh Hashanah, we have those lists? You know how many Passover, we have those lists? What's happened? Did we get what we actually asked for? Did we change the way we want to change? And why is that? Because I'm not checking myself today, the way I'm behaving, what I'm doing or not doing, because that's what will lead me to receive my result. And if not, so I'm just hoping. We said, remember the hope? I'm hoping, because I wrote it on a paper and burned it in the burn of the chametz, that something will happen. Why? Why? Rav Ashlak says, in Israel, they're saying, Yeh tov, it will be good. And Rav Ashlak asking, why? Why? What are you doing that will be good? If you ask Someone, how do you feel? Yeah, tov. This is the kind of answer, right? It will be good. The Rav Ashlag saying, the Kabbalist, why it will be good? Or when you say, Shana Tova, why it will be a new Shana Tova? Why? What did you do that it will be a good year? What did you do that now in your birthday you will have a good year? What are we doing? Not meditating, not praying, not the study. Everything, we need to do everything, of course. But what are we doing? Manifest, called Olam Asiyah. This word called Olam Asiyah. What are we doing in Olam Asiyah? Asiyah, it's the world of action. No, there is a reason why in the movies they're saying, action, right? Action. They're telling us action. Because we're all actors. So, we want to take that energy, okay? Just that, it sounds very simple, but it's not. If we can start to stop the additions, first of all, we're going to feel good. We're going to feel good. And if not going to stop the additions, we need to start to pray, especially in third meal, to have the consciousness and clarity and the desire that I can remove my additions. Because I was just saying, if we don't have desire to do something, we can pray to have desire. And if you don't have desire to ask for desire, you can pray to have desire, to ask for desire, to have desire. And it's go like, the whole desires. Because in the time of third meal, it's the time of desire. So if I don't feel I have this energy now to do it, I need to check my conditions, ask for desire. It's clarity. I want to see what I'm doing, because why? I don't want to hurt myself, right? Do you want to hurt yourself? No. So how do I know if what I said it was good, bad, it's addition, not addition? How do I know? I don't want. And it says, the more, we start from here, now, we're not the same people, we start Kabbalah. Maybe we look like, the same in the mirror, but we're not the same people. It means an energy. So now we climb. The more we climb in the ladder, what happened, you think? They checking us more. We've been checked more. This is why many times we feel like it's harder. Why? Because we are in different level. You play video games sometimes, right? I'm not good with video games, but the more you climb in the levels, it's easier or harder? Harder, right? It's harder. The same is in life. Whoever invent those, you receive from the above. This is how the world works. The more I'm climbing, it's harder. And we feel, but how come? I'm 5 years in Kabbalah, it's supposed to be easier. No, it's not about easier or harder. It's about you revealing more light. Your vessel grew. Mm-hmm. Also a person, he got to work out. At the beginning of his first year, maybe he could lift 50. Now he's in the 50th year, maybe he can do 400, right? But he earned it. But if he continue to do just 50, what will happen in 5 years? He will see muscles.
No.
Or maybe he will gain weight, not lose weight, right? I don't know, right? So we need to understand life showing us all the rules of Kabbalah. How does it work? Because we're not inventing new things in this world. King Solomon says, "En chadash tachat hashemesh." Nothing is new under the sun. In the Malchut, nothing is new. Yes, you see iPhone 14, iPhone 50, iPhone 1000. It's not new. It's from creation. It's from creation. We think, it's new. No. We just remove the veil and we discover it. But the Kabbalists use without this. They use the energies. They use iPhone without iPhone. They use all the technology before even it was exist. So for us to understand that, first of all, we don't know who we are. We don't know who we are. We don't know which type of light we're supposed to reveal. The more I will remove those extras, those additions, suddenly I will have more clear mind. Suddenly I will have more control. Suddenly I can choose between the light and the darkness. I will have more. Now I can start to have free will. So I'm not just reactive and saying things and for my fears, for my this, for my that, so no. Just let the light to guide me. Let the light to guide us. And not just that, I want to affect everything that's around me, because everything connected. Everything is connected. Earth is connected. So whatever we put energy here, go to give the information to the entire Earth. We give the energy in the water, or the whole water receiving the same energy. But we need to have more people to do it, so we can create the change. This is why we need the critical mass, right? But it starts from us. It starts from me, from you, from you, from you, from all of us. And it's not about we small group, we big group. It's not about that. In history, if we check history, one woman could win a war. One person change history, right? Usually women change history in the Torah, right? So the Torah said one person that was connected to the Creator, did the right thing, and changed the entire history. So why the Torah telling us all of those things? Because each one of us is a very special individual, that we don't know what our power. You think Moshe, he knew he's Moshe? You think the Rav knew he's the Rav? He didn't know. But his life changed, the Rav says, when he met his teacher. Boom. Suddenly all his life changed. The movie changed, right? Moshe, he suddenly, he was a shepherd, he met the Creator, boom, all his life changed, right? He became Moshe. So we don't understand, we don't know who we are. But if we start to do the work and really pay attention, and that means I will be with real care, the light will reveal to me in a way of my mission, of who I am, of what I need to do. So all of those extras, we want to take the time, especially this week, this we mentioned, I think we started to mention last week, because this time is a time that we need to add mercy to our life and to the world before even the 3 weeks, okay? And the more I don't want to add additions, it means add empty spaces. So first of all, I'm not adding. Second, I will take actions to create more mercy. It means energy of outside of my comfort zone. And it can be even something small. Let's say you used to read the Zohar 5 minutes. For you, 6 it's a lot. 6, wow, it's outside of your comfort zone, right? There's a lot of things we can go outside of our comfort zone, and especially in that time. And then the 3 weeks, right, also. Because why? If we do that, we can remove the veils of all of this heavy energy, right, in the cosmos, and receive the blessings, not just for our life. We work in a place of the cosmos that we serve in humanity. Whatever we are changing, we changing for humanity. And it doesn't matter if they don't see our name that we receiving the golden, the medal, okay? Who cares? The whole team win the championship, and let's say one person is he's like the champion, right? But he can win without his team, right? You have 11 in the team, so without the 10 or the goalkeeper that he stopped all the goals, right? And he just scored 1 goal and the win, so he get he's the best. But what about the goalkeeper? He just stopped all the goals, right? The coaches, the money, it's fine. But think about, who cares? They got the championship. So we can remove pain and suffering and get the championship. So who cares who they say did it? Many times, just for us to know, you can read the Zohar, you can pray, and doctors and scientists will find a cure for something because of us. So who you think will get the Nobel Prize? We? No, him. But who cares? He's the channel for that. But we know because of our work, because we want to save humanity, someone need to be a channel to reveal that light. So because of the people, this is their job, the channel open, and we have the merit that it will be revealed. Because if we were going to receive this whatever scientist formula at night, you wake up in the morning, what are you going to do with it? Right? It's I have no idea what is X, Y, Z, da, da, da. But the scientist, he can receive it, you wake up, oh my God, you write it down, I got the answer, you write it, right? So we're not going to do what to do with it. And for us to know, because there are so many times, we're doing the spiritual work. And whoever needs in this world to reveal, the answer, will reveal the answer. So any work that we are doing, affecting the entire world. And this is why we have to open our eyes. And what Rav Ashak telling us, in TLE, This is what we say many times. It's not just it's not about remembering. It's not about I need to know the details of this word. It's not about connecting. I want to be a channel. I want to be a channel that the light will come. I don't know how does it work. We don't know how does it work. But it says when the student is ready, the teacher appear. It means when we need it, the light will appear. And suddenly we know. Because we connected. But it starts from us. It starts from me, it starts from you, it starts from everybody to do what? To remove the additions. To remove the extras. I have to start to do that. I don't want to hurt myself, I don't want to hurt humanity. Okay? So let's read a verse just to conclude what we just said. And he says, "Aino she'no moser otam lechol adam, ela lemi shelibo doeg." So the light doesn't give what we just said, doesn't give the answers, doesn't give the energy, just for those that their heart have the care. When a person have care in his heart, so the light can reveal. כמו שכן באין דורשין. זה המגלה דברים שכיסה עתיק יומין, the one that actually reveal the secrets that the creator concealed. והאחי משמע למכסה סתרי תורה שהיו מכוסים מתחילה. Because remember he says, we study about, there are טעמי Torah and there are סתרי Torah. טעמי Torah is the taste of the Torah, and there is the secrets of the Torah. Secrets of the Torah is just when a person ready, the light will reveal. We can't just teach it like that in the classes, but what we study, it's called טעמי Torah, the taste of the Torah. So he's saying, so והאחי משמע למכסה סתרי תורה, and the ones that conceal the secret of the Torah, שהיו מכוסים מתחילה, they already been concealed. The light concealed them already. ועתיק יומין גילה אותן, and the creator revealed them, ונתן רשות לגלותם, and he give the permission to reveal them. When the light give the permission to reveal the secrets, because many people said, you shouldn't study Kabbalah, you're not allowed to study Kabbalah, this age. If the light give the permission to reveal the secrets by the Kabbalist, it means you can study Kabbalah. It's not we saying it. He says, the light revealed the secrets. How the Kabbalists received the information? From where? Where they got it from, right? Imagine it was times no books even. I told you how Abraham studied. You remember what we studied about it? How Abraham received his knowledge? His kidneys. His kidneys, it says, taught him. But again, the kidneys came from where? From the Creator. Who put the knowledge in the kidneys to give him the information, right? The Creator, everything is the Creator.
Okay.
No books, he didn't have books. No internet, no Google, nothing. He's in the desert. So he says, the Creator revealed them. ונתן רשות, and he give the permission to reveal them, the secrets, לגלותם. ונתן רשות לגלותם, ומי שמגלה אותם זוכה למה שאמר פסוק זה, עד כאן לשונו. He says, and the one that reveal the secrets, he says, will have the merit to receive all of the blessings that he says before. But again, how we can reveal that light? One, we said, that the Rav says, one, to stop creating extras, to stop creating additions, right? Second, to make sure that I really care from my heart, not from here. Again, we human beings, we have agendas, right? It's not like but if I start to think about it and I want to work on that part, the angels will lead me, the angels will guide me, they will help me to do it in a pure way. So the more we actually think about it, the more, because what will happen, how we can pay attention. Suddenly I said, you know what, I want to purify my heart. I don't want to have additions. Somebody asked me a question, right? So I stop for a second, and I want to check where I'm coming from. Let's say I start to talk, blah, 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 and suddenly I remember, what I asked. What the angel remind me, this is what you asked, what are you doing? Right? So I said, okay, wow, I'm saying too much. Okay, right? So I said something else. I stop, because I really care about the person. I don't want to burn him, I care about myself, right? So, but if I don't care, what will happen? The angel is going to tell me, and I'm just, no, shh. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, right? It's like people standing sometimes next to us, telling us, shh, it's okay, stop. And we're like, no, it's okay, I know what I'm doing, I know, and we continue. But the person is not the person. It's also the angel told him to tell us, shh, it's okay, leave it. And we're like, no, I know. So I'm not listening. Because why?
Because I think that after you ask for something from the light and the light reacts, there's a test that comes into through different movies, through people, and they will ask you the same. And how you react to this is have you learned or you haven't. And then we don't know what's going on because we keep asking. A test comes and I mean, I believe that every test, we try to control everything in our lives. We can't control anything, right? And the problem is we don't understand even control the behavior patterns of somebody you love or this or that. But I think inside of you, if you start changing yourself inside of you, your movie starts changing. And if you keep passing the test step by step, even the bad people, they change. The movie changes and you see it. And once you start understanding that it's only you're creating the horror, you're creating the good, you're creating everything, and you stop creating that, you could really, experience, like they say, heaven and hell. This is heaven and hell. You could experience a great life, or you could experience a really bad life, but you're the creator of it. And people don't understand that. I mean,
see is yourselves pushed out.
But everybody, right? And I think like if we're all connected, and if people, I don't think people. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, even I don't.
Us. You're talking about us.
Yeah, us. Yeah. So even majority of people that live in fear, if majority of the world lives in fear and chaos, this is what people are going to get. They're going to get fear and chaos. But if they really believed and they changed themselves and stopped it, I think the whole reality of our movie will change.
Yes, but there is a but.
Okay.
It's not people.
Okay. It's us. Well, I mean, each person.
When
individually.
we're supposed to change ourselves, then we affect other people.
Right.
Okay.
So
And
I have a question on that.
yes, please.
If I literally just transform everything I need to transform, is Mashiach gonna come? Just me, and I don't do anything to assist anyone else's process? Is that all I have to do?
No, it's not to assist nobody process. That's the whole thing. We're supposed to be like the light to other people, but we need to be careful not to create additions. Because what does it mean to help? You know what I mean? Like help, it means I need to help you of what you need, but not what I think you need. It's two different things, okay? Because the way that we can bring the redemption, we're supposed to be like the light. So it means by me changing, I need to use the tools of helping others. That's how the light works, right? But along the way, we can burn a lot of things. So it means we can create a lot of empty spaces without even knowing. Okay, like we said, the whole class we talked about it. So I want to open my spiritual eyes and spiritual ears and spiritual mouth, and to pay attention, let's say from today and on, not to be afraid. It's like the only fear we need to have that I don't have enough light, as King Solomon says, okay? So it means I want to behave, to continue to do what I'm doing, even do more, but I want to pay attention that I'm not add any additions or extras. And it starts from myself. How did it start from myself? We study classes before that have given us the idea of how we can test ourselves before you testing yourself with people. I was saying you can test yourself with food, with drinks, and sleeping. This is what I was saying. Remember, we just studied few times. So it means I want to check myself with, let's say we're talking about extras, with food, with drinks, and with the sleeping. Where in those areas I have additions. Okay? Where in those I have so now when I start to practice that, what will happen with that? Slowly, I'm training myself. Now when I'm out there with people, I'm trained. So I'm earning a second nature. But it's to practice, it's a process. So and if sometimes we're going to fail, okay, fine, just stand up and continue. It's okay. So sometimes we human beings, we're doing mistakes, right? The whole point is like, if my intention is really this is what I want, so when I'm going to fail, I'm also going to see that I'm failing, but it will make me stronger. Said, okay, 1-0, okay, let's continue. Boom. Rav says,
you understand it.
Yeah, because I want to see even when where I'm falling, then so it's not about not to help him. Of course, I need to help him even more, because I want to, change the world, but I want to come from the right place.
Right.
Because imagine you see a Kabbalist. The Kabbalist, you see everything in a clear way. But imagine you see someone go in the street and shout in the microphone, everybody, you need to change. You need to clean your garbage. You need to keep up. Oh my God, this is a crazy person, no? But the Kabbalist, even though he see all the field of everyone, he still need to do what? There is a process. He need to help us step by step to grow and to learn, right? And also we need to understand that we have a process, and we can change just overnight and become a righteous. Step by step, slowly, take it easy. When you fall, like a kid. How kid? He's crawling, he's standing, he fell. He's going, he fell, right? And then God, we start to work, right? Also in spiritual work, we need to do it in a way that we growing, falling, but we earning the energy. And then this is why we know the same people that we start to study Kabbalah. If you look backward, you're like in a different level. But where you're at right now, you feel like I have a lot to do. Of course, because this is the level. Then you grow. This is why it's never ending story. We have so much light we can reveal that it's endless. It's endless, right?
So you're trying to tell me there's always going to be a portion, and you always have to grow.
Of course, it's endless. It's endless. It's
I
ongoing.
know.
How much do we want? We want endless.
It's ongoing.
You also
Okay.
have to walk your fears.
But the whole point to
what
do
you
it.
need to do.
To do it for in a light way. It means like no heavy, like too much. No. The light that if we feel like that, it's not the light. This is Satan. Tell you, it's heavy, changing. No, the light is a tree of life.
That is life.
It's like tell you if you do this, that's the result. So, you need to be excited. Oh, let me do it. Let me help this. Let me do this. You need to be excited about it. So then, this is light. But if it's heavy on us, in heavy like in a way I don't want to do, because the spiritual work it's heavy. But it's heavy in a way that I know what I'm earning, so I want to do. If I like, no, so it's not the light. So then I need to check. So then I can transform here, okay, and choose to do it, and that's it. Okay? Yalla. Good luck. Let's go to the next week and do our spiritual work. No extras. I want to hear some stories for next week, please. Like you catch yourself with different extras. Not to judge, just to share. Just we see each other how we do in extras.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
When they teach you to do a deposition for a lawsuit, they tell you exactly that. It's no extras. For example, if you say to someone, do you know what time it is? The answer is yes. You don't say what time, that's a way to look at it.
That in the law in Israel, I don't know here, but they study also a lot of rules from the Torah.
Yeah.
A lot. I don't know here also.
Everything came from all
A lot of
came
rules.
from the Ten
So, yeah.
Commandments,
Yeah.
But they say, you just answered,
Answer to and that's it, and zip
That's
it.
a way
Yeah.
to look at anything.
Yeah.
And then, to not add the extras.
It's very important
And
actually
you
to do
get
that.
because you get into trouble, you would with a deposition and a lawsuit.
Yeah.
So that's,
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. That's a
Yeah.
that's a good example actually. David, can you just press the button and close the? Thank you.